Welcome to Knafs Night. I'm Ben.
I'm Austin.
And today we're talking about all the knives I saw at Scout Camp, including the Galactic Tiger.
We've got a big old Kickstarter update, including the OCT, which is now available for backing.
And we've got some stuff from Mailbag, including these suckers that somebody's gonna eat.
Let's go! Before we get into Scout Camp, let me tell you about our newsletter giveaway. Subscribe to our newsletter where we give away a knife every single week. You can win a Lander one just like this one here. Go to knafs.com/newsletter to sign up and win. You just have to be signed up to be entered. Last week's winner was Jim K. of Volga, South Dakota.
I love that we found a small town. I'm assuming that's a small town.
Never heard of
Never
Volga.
heard of it.
Yep.
So it's fantastic.
Super cool.
Okay, so here's what happened over the summer, guys. You took some time off a little bit.
Yeah.
I took some time off. I went to Scout Camp with my son and then Young Men's Camp as well. So I spent, in total, 9 days of July camping.
Ooh.
2 of those weeks were with a total of 41 boys between 11 and 17 years old.
Wow, how'd you manage?
I did all right.
All right.
I did all right.
All right.
I'm here.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I get to Scout Camp, Austin. I'm sitting there and I start seeing knives everywhere. And I'm like, well, what does a guy do that likes knives? He asks what's in your pocket. And so I spent a lot of my time, not a lot, but I'd see a knife and I'd be like, can I see your knife?
Yeah.
And then I started taking pictures of them. So today's episode is going to be a kind of a slideshow of my Scout Camp experience through the eyes of the knives that I saw.
Heck yeah.
Starting with this M16 from CRKT. Now, I'm going to turn this so you can see it here, Austin, too. We have quite a few of these in my collection.
Yes.
We're in the office kicking around. So this was an M16, I think 14 ZSF.
Okay, so this isn't your knife.
This is not my knife.
Okay.
This was the waterfront guy. He was working on a canoe. You can see a canoe in the background.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, what's in your pocket?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's this M16. He's like, I love this knife. He just like raved about it.
That rocks.
But he told me when I was standing there, he's like, I ground something off, and I didn't realize until about 2 minutes ago, I
can see it, yes.
I think he ground off that secondary flipper.
The top flipper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it in the photo.
Because he was telling me, I thought he was talking about the serrations, but he's like, no, I took an angle grinder to it, and I think he straight up modified his knife.
Huh.
So it didn't have that guard on
What's the purpose of that, aside from a guard, would be my only guess.
Well, if you're a tactical cool dude.
Right, so that, yeah, so you've got extra leverage and grip there too.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more just like a hand guard, because you can't, I mean, I guess you can roll flip that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just in the way, especially if you're like choking up on your knife.
Right.
But also it's to keep your fingers
Yeah,
from
it's a
slipping.
fighting guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing he talked about, he loves the auto locks. He's the first
wow.
person in all of history
Yeah, never heard that
to
one
love
before.
the auto locks.
That's
He's like, I
crazy.
hand it to people and they don't know what to do with it. And I'm like, no kidding, because the auto locks is like a really challenging mechanism.
Not a user-friendly interface.
It's not.
Yeah.
If you're unfamiliar with it, it's basically a pin that sets up against a liner lock so it doesn't come undone.
Yep.
I always felt like it was unnecessary. And in fact, CRKT has taken it off a lot of their knives.
Right.
Which tells me they probably thought it was unnecessary too. But this guy loved it. He's like, I love my M16.
Oh, that's super cool.
And I love the battle-worn look on
Yeah,
it.
his has a good look to it. Yeah, very light in the middle where he's clearly put some hours on it.
Next one I found was a CRKT Drifter. And this I actually have one on the table.
I love this.
It's fun to see these knives like out in the wild.
Yeah.
This particular one, the guy that owned it was a camp counselor. Cool. And he'd been up there for a few weeks already.
Cool.
But the Drifter gets this interesting G10 like patina on it. Almost kind of like grubby.
Yeah.
But it has a feeling after somebody's carried it for a while.
Tacky? Like
Almost like a little bit tacky.
Okay.
But also like, you could probably clean it pretty good. This guy clearly hasn't cleaned his in a minute. But I love the fact that like this Drifter, so I love the Drifter.
Yeah,
This
we love
was
the
in
Drifter.
part the inspiration for the Lander 1.
Yeah, that's kind of a history of Ben knife in a way, for
100%.
sure. And of course, I like it. I remember it from the Nut and Fancy channel way back when. This is like an OOG knife.
Yeah,
you know, like
Nutton loved this knife.
loved the Drifter. But back before there were all of the awesome options and all of that stuff, this was like one of the greats.
The problem with the Drifter, tip down only pocket clip.
Yeah.
Other than that, and it's got a recurve on it, so it's a little bit hard to sharpen.
Yeah.
But eventually that recurve just kind of goes away as you sharpen it.
If you're a camp counselor, perhaps.
If you're a camp counselor, man. Anyway, a little bit of great. I love seeing on the pocket clip like that, just patina.
Yeah.
It makes me happy.
Really, really cool.
Okay, this one made me chuckle.
Whoa.
I know.
Let's go.
Okay, I saw one of the boys carrying this. I'm like, tell me more.
One of the kids, huh?
One of the kids.
No way.
And what's your impression if a kid were to pull this out at scout camp?
I'd be like, how tactical is your dad? Is probably my first question.
Yeah.
Like, does your dad always have a boot knife in his boot? Because
Yeah,
that's
man.
what this looks like to me. What is this? What am I looking at here?
So this is it's a replica Sykes Fairborn fighting dagger.
Okay.
Which I believe, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, was a World War II dagger designed for military use. And he like, this is a kid, and he's great. He had everything in this little bag. He's like, I've got my like pump. I've got like a first aid, like a little pump for like an air pad.
Yeah.
Or like for the fire. We used it for the fire as well.
Yep.
This kid was the prepared kid. And I'm like, you deserve a dagger, my friend.
I guess so. I can picture this kid at Blade Show in a couple of years, perhaps,
Yes.
with a big bag of goodies.
Yes. Highly enjoyable dagger there.
Oh, good for him.
This one I thought was interesting.
We know this one.
And what knife is this, Austin?
Yeah, Benchmade bug out. So I guess my question leading into this knife is, did you guys hike, big backpacking trip, or
No,
like,
it was a car camping.
Cool.
Stationary for 5 days. 5
Yeah,
nights.
because if it was me, I'd be carrying this and putting on my sort of, like I'm an ultra lightweight guy this weekend sort of thing, if that's what it was. But otherwise, very fun knife, great choice.
This is one of the leaders of the troop. He carries a Benchmade bug out. His is in black, but it's his EDC. Loves it. You can see a little bit of tip use there, where it's been used quite a bit.
Yeah.
Bug out's a great knife.
Oh, awesome knife.
It's some people complain about the squishiness.
Yeah.
But honestly, like bug out is in part the inspiration for Lander 2. You look at like why. Do you want to grab a Lander 2? So
yeah, of course.
Side by side?
Yep.
You look at the things about a bug out that people don't like is the squishy scales.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, make them G10 and liner them. But yeah, really that size is very, very common. When you look at a whole bunch of Spydercos, whole bunch of Benchmades, 3¼ inches, you've got right in that range.
I think handle size, that fits almost everybody out there. Small hands, of course, and then all the way up to a pretty big hand would fit on that knife.
Yep, totally. This was a fun one.
That's a great
Can you
choice
name
too. Praxis Mini, I think.
Yep, Civivi Mini Praxis.
Yeah. Flipper. Very nice.
I think what happened with this one. Yeah, so this is the best seller on Amazon. And I think, I don't have the data in front of me, but I've heard this is the very best seller for We and Civivi.
I
overall.
could believe that.
And I think part of that's price. I think it comes in at like $35. I want to say it's D2. It is D2. Yeah. I think they sell boatloads of these on Amazon.
We talk about Civivi all the time, but they make really quality stuff for an inexpensive price, and this is the shining light, the guiding light of that sort of idea,
Functions really well.
Yep.
Funny little story on this, and I think this boy would be okay with me telling this story. He's like, Ben, I lost my knife. Yeah. He's like looking all over camp, digging in the dirt, like, I can't find it. And he finally sits down, and I'm like, hey, have you checked your pockets? He'd put it in his left pocket, not his right.
Man.
And it was just like, I love that.
We've all been there.
Oh, we totally have.
We've all been there.
I think one of the coolest things about Scout Camp for me is like, you're watching these young people learning in a way that you're like, all right, get the Band-Aids, like, be patient.
These are all learning scars.
They really are, man.
So let me ask about the knives. Like, what are we using the knives for the most while we're up at Scout?
Honestly, just whittling.
Whittling.
Like, yeah, I mean, even in the kitchen, we had some kitchen knives there. We weren't using them for kitchen knives. Really. In fact, there's a kitchen knife coming up that I think is really interesting. But yeah, mostly just like whittling and trying to teach them safe knife use.
Great.
Which I think is great. And it's awesome because I think a lot of these kids, if you're going to a public school or wherever, you can't carry a knife on you.
Yep.
Like, your life is very plastic and very sterile. And so for me, watching these kids, like, what kind of wood should I pick? Just go pick something out of the woods, kid. Like, whittle it,
Yep. Just start using.
Just start using it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mini Praxis. I love seeing the use on that one. This one's great.
Oh my gosh. I was not prepared for this.
This one doesn't have a name, Austin. I want you to name it.
I'm going to call that one probably the Lone Wolf. Just,
the Lone Wolf.
Yep, judging by the decor on that guy. Yeah, the Lone Wolf is what I'm going with. This looks like, it says Yellowstone.
It's a Yellowstone knife, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I love seeing this one. It's got a flipper on it, and the boy was so proud of it. that stinking flipper, it's spring assisted,
Okay.
but it kind of struggles.
Okay.
And you'll notice.
Oh my! Is it too strong?
Well, so it was hitting the back or the stop pin.
Yeah.
And it actually knocked the stop pin out.
Oh man.
And so he brings it to me like this, and he's like, "Can you help me fix this?" And I'd taken a tool burrito with me, our loaded tool burrito. If you're unfamiliar with it, I actually love this product for this exact reason. We're sitting at camp. I disassembled his knife, threw some Loctite on the pivot screw to keep it from coming undone.
Yep.
And then got his stop pin back in there. But okay, so here's what I learned, Austin.
Wow.
Knife construction is an interesting thing. So to get an inexpensive knife,
Okay.
you cut a couple corners.
Right.
In fact, let's talk about this for just a minute. I brought a couple back with me, including the Galactic Tiger. So let's pull these out of here. I saved the packaging because I wanted to put the names on here. You got the Galactic Tiger, and I brought this one, the Rainbow Forge. I think I paid about $20-25 for each. So inexpensive knives.
Yeah.
Let's pull these out of here. I cut the edges so that they'd be easy to come out. But these are brand fresh, new Scout Camp knives, bought at the Trading Post at Camp Lowell.
I love that.
In Wyoming.
Oh, this one's engraved at least. Scouting America.
Yeah, this one's Scouting America. This is the Galactic Tiger. And I actually want you to choose one of these, Austin, to carry.
Oh, sick.
You can either have the Rainbow Forge or the Galactic Tiger. But here's what I realized. Look at the blade centering on this thing.
Yeah.
A little bit wonky.
Yeah.
And then it's got a flipper.
Oh.
And a lot of the boys really struggled to get that flipper to work because you really got to load it.
Take some tension.
Yep.
Okay.
You do. But then the other thing I realized, so I was disassembling the Lone Wolf Yellowstone. So we do what's called keying on all of our barrel spacers.
Yep.
Basically, it makes it so it's not a free spinning barrel spacer.
Yep.
And it sits down into the handle. If you want to save money, you don't key. And you just stick that barrel spacer right on top of that piece of steel.
That I see. I understand.
And it was fascinating because putting this Yellowstone knife back together, I'm like, none of this is keyed. So I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
Like, and you're sitting there free
just
spinning and like,
yeah.
Not a bad thing. It's just, if you're paying for a $20-25 knife, that's what you can expect.
You get what you pay for.
So, my question for you, Austin, is are you going to carry the Galactic Tiger or the Rainbow Forge for
I'll
the
tell
next 2
you,
weeks?
I'm tempted by the Rainbow Forge, I will say. Mostly because it doesn't have a pocket clip, and I am such a pocket clip kind of guy.
It's got a carabiner. I think if you carry this one, you got a carabiner it to your...
On the front,
yes.
like, yeah, right
Yes.
there on front. Yeah, I should do that on my belt loop.
This one's a slip joint, too.
It is, which I find interesting. I think I'd probably take the Rainbow one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rainbow Forge for Austin.
Oh, man, this is fun.
Galactic Tiger tip down
go.
carry for me.
Put it right on that belt loop. There she is.
It's going in my pocket.
Let's go.
We'll talk more about those here in a minute.
Oh, that's fun.
Buck knife.
Oh, yeah,
was back
there we
lock.
go. I love that.
I thought this one was kind of fun.
Yep.
A lot of use on this one. This boy does a lot of mechanic work with his dad.
Okay.
So it's kind of fun to see the actual use on that one.
Really cool.
Next
There's
up,
one. I recognize that Galactic Tiger.
Yeah, that's a Galactic Tiger.
I recognize
but
that.
We gotta back up the images just a little bit because these all have names, Austin. That one is actually called the Fuchsia Flash.
The Fuchsia Flash. Okay.
So the Fuchsia Flash and the Galactic Tiger are the same knife.
Yes.
In different styles.
Different pattern, I guess.
But I almost bought the BuzzFeed, the Digital Firestorm.
How are they getting away with that? Isn't Buzz? I guess I know how, but
different
BuzzFeed
class
is,
of goods.
Yeah, BuzzFeed.
Different class of goods.
Correct. An old blog.
Digital Firestorm or the Metal Thunder. In fact, my son bought
Metal
the
Thunder.
Metal Thunder.
Huh.
Which I think
What's
is
cool about that one?
well. I think it's a Rainbow Forge without the carabiner on it.
Let's see.
Take a look.
Oh, they're definitely similar. But
they
there's
same-
some differences.
same blade?
No,
No.
there's some
Wow,
differences.
totally different.
Yeah, there's some differences.
What's special about this one? I don't know. Slip joint.
Warncliffe?
Yeah, a little warning there.
Yeah, that's fun.
We have debates about Warncliffs.
Oh, baby, we sure
should we
do.
debate this for a minute?
Let's talk about it.
Let the people decide.
Here we go. This is the thing of the debate, too.
It is.
Yep.
Is the OCT, what did we call it? We called it a Warncliffe, didn't we?
I don't know.
Is it a
Yes.
Warncliffe or is it a drop point?
Yeah, I think we called it Warncliffe.
We called it a Warncliffe.
Yeah.
But we sat there and debated and we're like, well, it's kind of a modified Warncliffe, sheep's foot drop point.
Yeah.
Kind of. Well, it's more of a sheep's foot or warning.
Yeah.
But I don't know where the line is between a sheep's foot and a Warncliffe.
Right, like the one that I tend to draw is a Warncliffe would have a perfectly straight sharpened edge, so maybe this wouldn't qualify because it's got a little bit of belly to it.
Is that where the distinction is?
That's mine. I don't know if that's correct though.
I don't know either.
So we do need comment below.
Yes,
Please tell us.
let us know. And while we're
Yes.
here, this is a great moment to transition into a Kickstarter update. We'll come back to Scout Camp in just a minute. Austin, what have we been working on?
Let's talk about Kickstarter. Should we start the very first thing,
Yeah.
the oldest thing? So this is the Lander 5, as you guys know by now. And these are fully into production. I think we've talked about it a lot, that this is the biggest quantity order that Knafs has ever placed for a single product. Like, we're really cooking on this one.
Yeah.
We're really excited about it. So as far as the timeline goes, we're still looking pretty good for the
October-ish.
timeline on Kickstarter. So about October is what we're looking at. But
We had a few factory photos come in. It's always fun to see work in progress, so we'll throw those in here too.
it's amazing. But yeah, people are really excited about this one. I'm excited to get it to the people for sure.
Okay, just to stay on topic here for just a second, Austin. We stick
do
this
it.
guy in a clam pack. He goes to Scout Camp. What do we rename him?
Yes.
What's the name? What's it gonna be?
Something cool. These aren't cool colors, so it's not gonna be fuchsia something.
It can't be the fuchsia
Yep.
flash,
Yep.
right?
These are gonna be something with a snake, maybe like
The can't do timber rat.
venomous something or something
Ooh.
venom or something like that.
Okay, think about
Yeah,
that.
the
We'll come
dark
back to it.
venom.
I can see this in a clam pack.
I actually think it'd look really nice in a clam
But I
pack.
think we really have to up our game in terms of like, what is the name and what, like, does it need a tiger print on it? Like
the Venom Strike, I think
the
is what
Venom
I'm gonna
Strike,
go.
yes.
I think we've landed on it. This is now the Venom Strike.
The Venom Strike.
Unreal.
Okay, we're gonna just we gotta play. We're going down this rabbit hole. Come with us for just a minute here. Here's what we're gonna do, Austin. The marketing campaign for the Venom Strike.
baby.
Let's write the script in the next
so
10
ready.
seconds.
I'm
Okay.
so ready.
The Venom Strike.
Okay.
Like a cobra.
Like a cobra. Fast action. What else? What other great strikes hard or like hits hard.
Hits hard.
Hits hard. Yeah.
The Venom
The
Strike.
Venom Strike. Yes.
I hope Jeff has fun with that. Go wild with the edit, Jeff.
Yes.
What else are we working on Kickstarter, Austin?
So Little Lulu, I think, is next. What's really exciting about this, and maybe you can talk to it, is
Yeah.
the new sheath. Talk
Yeah,
about
so-
that.
The cool thing about this is we have complete control, which is really fun. So this is the original sheath that Keith handmade.
Yep.
Well done, great kydex. However, we got to make like 700 of these in the next 2 months. So we're like, okay, how do you mass produce these? So we're vacuum forming these. And then we cut down the size just a little bit. You'll notice that the size is a little smaller.
Yep.
We chamfer the edge in the mill.
Which, that feels so premium to me.
I love it,
Oh,
man.
it feels so
and
good.
also, so there's a drain hole right there.
Yep.
And we're chamfering up and around the drain hole. That's Alan at work at Mountain Path Design. It's a delight, and it looks really, really good.
Yeah, it's classy. That is a classy
Super
kydex.
classy. We're still learning how to make the belt loops en masse.
We're getting there. Yeah.
Little Lulu is coming along. We've got the first batch back from heat treat. We're surface grinding, and let's see, we're edge milling the next batch. So the first early birds, the 261 I think is in the first batch. Those are headed back to us pretty soon, and we will
close.
start bevel grinding.
Yep.
So we're close, but holy smokes, what a ride!
It's been a fun process.
Should we tell the good people what else we've done?
Let's do it.
We leased 1,800 square feet of shop space.
Yes.
And we bought a Haas VF2,
Oh,
and we bought a Sile X5.
let's freaking go.
And we're trying to hire somebody to run the machines because we don't know what we're doing.
We got nothing for those machines.
So we're kind of making it up as we go along.
Yeah.
But I'm stoked about where we're going and what we're doing. It's an exciting moment at Knafs, a terrifying moment as well.
Really, yeah.
This little knife has really pushed us to vertically integrate and start doing some of our own manufacturing. So
Correct. Yeah.
if you've been part of the Kickstarter, huge thank you.
Big thanks. It's been a huge project for us, and we're really excited about this opportunity. But as you said, it's a frantic one right now because
is.
we don't know a ton. So
It's frantic in that, like, I say this every now and then, that like progress often looks like chaos, right? Like if you ever watch like the beginning of the Boston Marathon, where you've got like all these thousands of people lined up,
Yep.
and it's just like chaos at the start. If you've ever done like a triathlon, you get in the water because the swim is first, and
Yep.
you're like kicking each
hitting
other in
each
the
other.
face,
Yep.
and it's just like this massive splashing.
Yep.
I think that's kind of what we're at right now, is like this moment of, whoa, there's a lot going on, but it's forward progress. And it's kind of a cool moment.
Super cool.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yep. And then we got the OCT.
Yeah, OCT. So this just launched for us. It was last week. So we're really excited about it. I think this green one is Matt's personal carry because it's got a little lanyard on it. So Matt Fitz designed this knife, you guys. Yeah, so it's
he'll be on next week with you to talk about the OCT.
Yeah, how fun is that going to be? So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, Matt Fitz, his first official solo design. It is the OCT, stands for the Old College Try. It does not come with this lanyard, so don't be fooled by that. But you know, it's a button lock, the thumb stud opening, modified Warncliffe sheep's foot, whatever you want to call it. So
it's a fun little knife, and I love that it looks like nothing I've designed.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the lander frame versus the OCT, like just a totally different feeling, overall look and vibe.
Yeah.
You look at it next to a Banter, both small knives, but frankly just so different. And that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted Fitz to run wild a little bit.
Yep.
Because all my knives look the same. I am great at designing Toyota Corollas.
There you go.
That's what I do.
There is nothing wrong with that, but I agree with you. It is nice to get some additional flair, some additional style in the ecosystem.
Love that. I think we're off to the Ship Shape Sharpening Shop.
Oh, Keith,
should we go say hello to Keith? Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to Ship Shape Sharpening Shop. My name is Keith. Today we've got a pretty cool box of knives here. We'll start with a ZT900. It's a pretty cool knife. I don't super dig it. You know, all these giant flippers, they always just get in the way for me, but pretty cool little piece. And then we have a ZT. This one was an 804 CF, CF being for the carbon fiber here. And this one's definitely a user. You can see it's got some scratches and stuff on it. So love to see people using their knives like this. I like this one. This one's pretty cool. So, and then we have a Mannix 2. This one in S110V. Sharpened up just fine. I have no problems on the belt grinder with S110. A lot of people are not big fans of it, but and then this one's pretty cool. This one's S90 core with a CPM 154 laminated around it, so a San Mai laminated. This one's pretty cool. Carbon fiber. You can really see the lamination right in there. But like this knife, they sharpened up great. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, coming back, we ended on the Fuchsia and the Gerber.
Yeah.
We're on to a Leatherman Wave Plus.
Oh.
A few Leathermans.
Very nice carry.
There were a couple boys that you could tell that their dad's like, this is what you need.
Yes.
I felt like the Leatherman Wave Plus was
out into the world.
Yeah.
Yep, it's got everything you need. That's a great choice.
The boy that was using it was using the saw on it. I use the saw on my Leatherman all the time.
I bet.
In fact, I carry it for the saw.
Yeah.
Sure, the pliers are fine, but like the saw is where it's at.
Cool.
So.
I love that.
Little Victorinox.
Yep.
Kind of
Just a
classic
simple one.
white. Yep. In fact, I brought my own Victorinox. This is the one that I carried at Scout Camp. I've got the scar to prove it. This one's great.
Very nice.
Pliers.
Yep.
I still use it. Somewhere along the line, it took a hit.
Yeah.
Also, DEET. So if you use DEET with a plastic Victorinox knife, you will get little marks.
It melts it?
It melts it, man.
Interesting.
Same with your watch. That is from DEET.
That's good
that
to
edge
know.
right there.
Interesting.
So if you're ever using a Victorinox, make sure you've got the right kind of repellent. This one's interesting. Do you know what this is, Austin?
I mean, it's a traditional knife. A trapper, maybe?
Let me see if I can zoom in. Do you see that?
Great Eastern Cutlery.
It's a GEC.
Oh, Titty Ute. Yeah, it's a,
So one of the guys is a big knife guy.
Yeah.
And this is what he was carrying. I don't know what GEC version this is. It's a Blade Forums knife.
Cool.
And just super beautiful. We're going to come back to that.
We won't talk about that one yet.
I want to combine these two things because this guy, his name's Daniel Weir. He actually makes knives in his garage too. So this was one of his customs.
Wow.
So he's the GC and the custom guy.
This guy's got taste.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and he's like pulling out Spydercos. He's like, I'm a knife guy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You are a knife
That's
guy.
a knife guy. That's a lovely knife.
We had a great time chatting. So this is like a traditional fixed blade pattern that he's gotten from people on blade forums and kind of passed around and that sort of thing.
Cool.
So, kind of fun.
He's got great taste.
He does.
Good for him.
The next one, give this one a name, Austin.
What does it have on it? A dragon?
It has a dragon.
A dragon?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to call this the flying soldier, something like that.
The flying soldier. I like that because it's got, do you see the skulls down in the corner?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
the flying soldier.
Who brought this one?
This is one of the boys.
Okay.
Super stoked about it.
Where do people get these knives?
Gas
That's a question I have.
I think it's got to be gas stations, right?
I don't
know.
Where do they come from? Amazon, maybe? I don't know.
Probably Amazon, too.
I don't know.
I'll
I used to get mine from like the Asian gift store in the mall. Like that's where I got my
still
crazy.
Exist.
Yes.
There's one right here in Layton.
Yeah.
There is a kind of Asian store. You can buy like swords.
Yeah.
You can buy knives like this.
Yeah, all your bamboo plants and stuff like
Yes,
that.
bamboo plants
yeah,
and
and your
knives,
little
of course.
waterfall thing. Yes,
I love
of
that.
course.
Found this in the Trading
that's
Post
great.
Swiss Army knife whittling book.
That's a cool resource.
We saw that one. Okay, so this is where things get interesting. This is the Baby Banter fixed blade.
Yes, it is.
And
we recognize those.
so as I've worked with some of these boys, I've only worked with this group for, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months. And the longer I'm with them, the more of my knives enter their collections. And I think that they just realize, oh, like Ben makes cool stuff. And they're like, I want to be part of that. So Baby Banter fixed blade is the only one from this troop that has one of my knives in it.
That's cool. Real quick side story on that. There are now 2 kids that have one of your knives because one came in the week after and was like, I was at camp with Ben.
Oh, cool.
And I'm pretty sure he bought, I was working that day, I'm pretty sure he bought a Sendy.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, now you've got
cool.
2 out there.
Let's go.
Yep.
Well, and that's just this group. So
Yes,
this was week
group.
1.
Yeah.
This is a
Wow.
what I think is similar to a rainbow forge.
Wow, that looks
this
like
one came from the gift shop too.
A bird, like an exotic bird to me. Yeah.
So check this out. This is a brand new one. The next picture is one of the camp counselors. He's been carrying it all summer.
But it looked like the first picture.
Yes.
All of that handle has worn off to
Yes.
be homemade.
Yes.
Wow.
Which is interesting, right?
That is-
Like
talk about a quick patina.
we work in textures and surfaces. So like our UV printed, we grab one of our UV printed knives.
Yeah.
So like this is a trout knife and it's UV printed on the handle scale.
Yep.
So we care about like how do things wear, and these
Yep.
will wear over time.
Yes.
But I think they'd last more than just the summer.
Not quite to that extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the wear that you'll see around these is like around the edges only.
Yes,
But that
the
is
chip around the
like,
edges.
yeah.
But like the whole thing coming off. And that's the
impressive.
fascinating part about like these knives that people are actually using. And like, how do they hold up in real world use?
How do they hold up? And I think my question is like, do the people care? Like, did this person care?
No,
that
he's like, I love it.
Yeah, I think that's great.
This particular, he was a camp counselor. He hiked 18 miles with us one day. And I'm imagining he probably does like 9 to 18 miles every single week on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy who spends a lot of time on a trail with his knife.
Right.
And it's patinaing in a way that is really interesting. I get a kick out of that.
He's got a cool story there.
He does.
That's very cool.
This is kind of an M16 knockoff.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
is.
So you look at this one with the that sort of Kit Carson 2-hole,
Yep.
big hole pattern sort of thing going on.
Yep. That's interesting.
Not a knockoff, just the same pattern. I actually see that pattern all over the place across knives.
Yeah, very cool.
Tip down, a lot of tip down carry.
Yeah, I think that's
does
a
that
cheap
hurt
knife
you?
thing.
Does that hurt you?
It
Or
used
does
to.
it hurt me?
It used to a lot more than it does now. I think I've carried so many Spydercos over the years that usually used to come tip down at least. I think they come tip up these days, but
Why do you like tip up carry versus tip down?
Is it the orientation out of the pocket and
I think
the usability?
it is. Because
is that
like,
what it is?
when you pull a knife out of your, if it's tip up carry, you're pulling it out of your pocket. So I reach into my pocket and my hand is ready to open that knife right there. But if you're used to tip down,
it can
not
work
as bad
roughly
either.
the same, yeah, because you know, like as long as you're okay with rotating that knife
You do,
90
it's the
degrees,
rotation,
you have to
yeah.
rotate it 90 degrees
Yep.
to then get to it and then
Yep.
be able to use it. So I understand how it's more efficient. It doesn't bother me like it used to, but I still have a preference.
One interesting thing, knife people tend to like if you're into knives, you tend to like tip up carry.
I agree.
Which is interesting because a lot of like beginner cheap knives are tipped down.
All come tip down and not changeable.
Yeah. It's a fascinating little feature.
Very interesting.
Leatherman Signal.
There we go. Love a signal.
This boy did not know that it had a whistle or something because it's got the 2 parts. He didn't know it had a whistle.
Yeah,
And I was like,
I
let
knew
me
that.
show you the whistle on it. He's like, there's a whistle?
That's
And
cool.
I'm like, dude, it's the signal. It's like start a fire, do a whistle, that sort of
signal.
thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love the finish on this one. Great finish. Kind of has a
They have some cool colors.
superhero sort of looking
Yeah,
finish.
red and yellow.
I don't know what superhero. I don't know superheroes.
The Flash.
The Flash.
Yeah.
I like it. This is
we
the one we've
recognize
seen.
that one.
Yep. Interesting, if you look at the blade, this has got chips out of the blade already. This is a brand new knife. And that's okay, right?
It is. It is totally okay.
Rainbow Forge.
Yes,
I swear, every
that's
kid
me.
that went to scout camp bought a knife from the trading
Oh, I
post.
would for sure. That's a dream.
These ones are interesting. Little buck kind of
Yep.
kind of looks like a Gerber flat iron. I don't know what it's
does.
called on the buck one.
I don't know the buck name. Yeah.
And then a gold knife.
Yeah,
which I
that one's
thought
fun
was
because
great.
you can see the innards of it
Yeah.
at the bottom there, which is cool.
Yep. Ozark Trail.
Hey, we love an Ozark Trail knife.
We do love an Ozark Trail knife.
That's a good looker.
This is a classic Victorinox. Look at
that's
one.
vintage.
Yeah, vintage one. So if you compare my logo, this is probably from the year 99 to this one. This one's probably from the 60s or 70s. I don't know Victorinox well enough to know. But really interesting to see that timeless design,
in great
even
condition.
from a long time ago.
Wow.
This is my favorite knife of the summer, guys.
I recognize that one.
So, Lander 3, I've carried this one all summer.
You have. You definitely
I don't know why. It just ended up in my pocket. I sanded the scales. I put that backspacer on there.
Yeah.
I felt like as I was out and about, I needed a knife that I could really here's what I do.
Yeah.
I had one guy I handed it to. He's like, what's that that thing for?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it's just decoration and grip, maybe.
Yeah.
It's an aftermarket part.
It is.
It was a great conversation starter for aftermarket parts.
Cool.
So
yeah, love that. So this was your personal carry.
and I found this like old army trunk looking box, and I was like, gotta take a picture on that thing.
We love some vintage.
But I carried that all summer, basically.
Killer.
I forget the name of this one, but this was in the display case as well.
Yeah.
Give it a name.
That's the Sniper's Companion right
the
there.
Sniper's Companion, the SC. It's like Santa Claus.
That's it right there. Yeah.
Love that. This is the one they were using in the kitchen. Somebody's spork / kitchen tool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That thing's got a huge. I've never seen a fork so big on a knife.
No, and I've got medium-sized hands. Look how big it is.
That's a big thing. Yeah. That's a
Also,
chunky
you
one.
can see the Baja Blast in the back. So
it
you go
is
to the
out,
trading post, they're selling like Baja Blast, pocket knives, and ammunition.
Yeah.
To like 11-year-old kids. So the ammunition, they do give you a card and you got to go like redeem it. So they're not handing you bullets, but I'm like, what a place.
Yeah.
Just an 11-year-old can drink Baja Blast, buy pocket knives and ammunition, and ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit more there. Camp Lowell. Found this one kicking around on the ground.
Fun.
Kind of a cool picture there of the Tetons.
Yeah.
Boy Scouts of America. This one is interesting. The backlock is covered by an injection molded piece.
Okay.
So, like it's.
So you push the
Yeah.
plastic piece in.
I don't think I have a backlock on the table, but yeah, you're basically pushing that plastic piece that's injection molded over the top of it.
That's
So,
an interesting idea.
it was an interesting idea. This was a Kershaw. This guy
A leak.
had a leak. And I said, hey, can I see your knife? And he handed it to me. He's like, yeah, this is like my third one. I just keep buying them. I love them.
Yeah.
And I was like, Ken Onion all day long.
It's an all-timer, man.
It is.
It used to be like the cheapest USA-made knife around.
Yeah.
Probably still is one
Yep.
of them. So it's a great piece of kit for sure.
Yeah, it's an amazing knife. And interestingly, though, this guy also carried it tipped down.
Hey, there you go.
I mean, not the judge, just a curiosity thing.
I do feel like I would call it modification as a knife guy thing. So like I would even say swapping the position of the clip as a modification. And I don't think that like non-knife people care enough
As much.
to
I'd agree
change
with
that.
Okay, so one thing about the leak, though, that I do think might inspire tip down for me, you've got a lot of knife sticking out of your pocket if you're carrying tip up. If you put it tip down, you end up with like 1/8 of an inch less sticking out of your pocket.
Right, the way that clip sits.
Yeah,
is
I don't
much
know if that's
closer.
I don't know if that's a thing or not for some people.
Oh, Kalash.
that?
Look at that.
Yeah,
A little dessert warrior, a little
with,
mini
I
one.
think some chroma scale beads on it.
Maybe so.
Or like who's making those beads? Those look like Randall all day long.
This is cool. Who had this one?
This was a leader, and I spotted it from a mile away. And in fact, the knife guy sitting next to me, he's like, Dessert Warrior.
Yeah.
We both spotted it.
Yeah.
And so I had to go ask this guy, I'm like, hey, can I see your knife?
That's a super fun one. Not a lot of use on that one, I can see.
Not a ton.
Yeah.
The pocket clip, I
that's
think,
just
had
fine.
a bit, but not a ton.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a fun one.
So, another leader's knife.
OTF.
This is, oh man, I forget the name. NK. It's a Utah company.
I don't know then.
Gosh, we're going to have to leave this one in the comments, folks, because I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah. I don't know it. NK?
I don't remember, but they're imported autos that are converted here.
Got it.
We should do an episode on that.
Maybe someone should. Yeah, I think I know this brand now that we're talking about it a little bit more, but yeah, I don't know.
It's like Newcastle knives or something. I don't remember.
cool.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Stiletto. This was a Camp Counselors.
Cool. Counselors have got some cool knives.
They do have some cool ones. In fact, we're going to have to blur out this guy's name because he has put his name on the pocket
he
clip.
engraved it or something in
Did. What I thought about, interesting, do you see that?
there. Perfectly centered blade.
Perfectly centered blade. But that's the thing, is like, if you're
crazy.
not a knife person, you're just like, yeah, this is fine. It's hitting the liner.
If it works, right?
Yes, it's not janky if it works.
Yes,
right?
correct.
If you're a perfectionist with your knives, this is janky.
That's right.
But if you're like, dude, I'm just like whittling and hanging out at the waterfront, this is great.
Super fun,
No complaints,
man.
right?
I love that. That's a cool one. Hey.
This was from one of the leaders.
Yeah, box cutter.
Yeah, a Gerber box cutter.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh,
Check
look
out
at
the
lockup on that.
The lockup. Tip down and the travel.
It's on its last legs for that liner.
But that's the thing is like, I think we get so caught up in like, well, is it perfectly sharp? Is it whatever?
Yes, we do.
And the reality is like, knives are to be used.
For sure.
And I think sometimes the knife nerds forget to use their knives and they obsess over, and I love you guys for this, but they obsess over like these minor details. And I've said it before, like get out and use it. And you're going to forget about those minor details because it's hailing on your head. And all you need to do is cut a piece of paracord so you can put like a rain fly up and rock and roll.
You need it in that one.
I think when you exit the Instagram blogosphere, YouTube space, and actually start using your stuff, it starts to look like this.
For sure. I am.
And you don't care.
I'm super guilty of having save queens for sure.
Yeah.
That was up until a few years ago where there is a mentality switch where you're just like, I want to appreciate this by using, not by just looking.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think that that's the mentality that I've tried to adopt, and nothing is precious in that way.
Nothing is precious.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good thing because like, yes, it all has value and stuff like that, but I get way more value out of doing something with it than I do looking at it. And it'd be a perfect thing.
But some people do look at them.
Of course.
Great.
Nothing wrong with that. I probably still have a couple that I don't use and would only look at. But
Totally. Should we take a break and go to the Moon Crew moment?
Let's do it. Let's pull up some pictures here. We got some fun stuff this week in the Moon Crew. All right, first up in the Moon Crew, we've got Adam Michaud. Yeah, he's got some cool stuff here. He's got a really cool leather wallet. He's got a Kershaw Bel Air, I believe. This looks like I don't know if that's the budget version, but it looks like a big eye bolt action pen, and then a beautiful Lander 4 sheep.
Don't forget that Lockbee.
Of course. Lockbee is like so in our ecosystem right now.
So I think I've said this story before, but it's worth mentioning again. I bought something Lockbee, and I was like, this is cool, but could it be a knife burrito? That's where the idea came from.
Wow.
So I actually tracked down their supplier in Vietnam.
Wow.
And they made the original ones.
That's amazing.
Good guys.
Yeah.
That's not me like stealing their ideas. I'm like, dang, this is nice stuff.
Right.
And that's where the burrito, the original loaded tool burrito came from.
Yeah, I want my own
Same
nice
supplier.
stuff. That's really cool.
Yep.
Sweet. Next up, Alex Harline, a regular in the Moon Crew. He's got himself a little I almost said 3D printed. It's definitely not. An EDC Rubik's Cube down there, which is super cool. And he's all hot dogged out with his other stuff. So he's got a Lander 4 regular, but he's got a hot dog Victorinox and an SD Victorinox hot dog on his keychains there too.
What are those scales? I can't quite tell.
Are they carbon fiber? That might be a Blade Binge exclusive. I can't zoom in on that, but I think that might be, Tiffany blue maybe.
That's cool.
Yeah, super cool. Or Brittany blue, I should say, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
And then last but not least, of course, Elon Cruz. He posted the video. This has been hot lately in the knife industry. This, I guess, it's kind of a multi-tool with a big knife blade that comes out of it that they've been doing a lot of hacking with.
From Hacksmith.
From Hacksmith. And in this thumbnail, you can see that they are cutting a Victorinox.
Yeah.
Yep, just
they literally cut like a Victorinox in half.
Yep, under like a big press.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hydraulic press.
Crazy interesting. Are you familiar with this thing? Have you looked at it?
Oh
much?
yeah. I mean, last I checked, this was a couple days ago. They'd raised like $5 million on Kickstarter.
Yeah, I mean we're
doing a Kickstarter, but they're doing a Kickstarter.
Yeah, they're doing like videos with Adam Savage and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw that Adam Savage said he has one of these. His video almost has a million views. This is cool.
Yep.
Is this a knife guy's knife, Austin?
No, this is.
But it's tip-up carry.
Great point. Great point. To me, this is like an engineer's knife.
Okay.
When I look at this, I'm like, this has all of these. Like, one of the things about this knife is it's got like little detents, and every 15 degrees or something like that, and it makes it. What is that called? Not a protractor, is it?
An angle.
Yeah, like an angle guide, basically. Yeah. And so it's
like a speed square.
It's kind of like a speed square. Yeah. So it's got like all of these pretty unique features that I wouldn't call like hard use multi-tool. I also wouldn't call it knife use either. I would say these are kind of like designer, engineer sort of.
Like if you're a tinkerer,
yes,
amazing.
Yes.
But if you're, from what I can tell, it's like long.
Yeah, I've never seen one, but it looks like a bally song when it's open. Yes, exactly.
Pretty dang cool though, and I love the fact that people are doing other things. I'm like, dang, I wish I had that kind of brain. Like, but it's use case, right? Like, I go camping.
Yeah.
This guy's like making like, I don't know, superhero stuff in his garage, like lightsabers and
Exactly.
things. That's not me.
Yeah.
So I think it's perfect if you're going to make lightsabers in your garage.
A really cool story.
Is that what you're doing with your life?
Not yet.
Me neither.
Yeah, not
but
yet.
not yet.
You never know. You never know. I think that's it for the Moon Crew.
Sweet.
Sweet. Should we hit some mail?
Let's go to Mailbox. This is an
Heck yeah.
interesting one. We had a customer. Speaking of summer, this is like the most summer camp episode we've ever done.
Good vibes.
The customer come in who was about to get on an airplane, and they dropped off their MSR butane fuel.
I was not aware that that was the story. That's
the
awesome.
all-season fuel blend, because you can't fly with this stuff.
No
They'll take
gas.
it away.
Yeah.
And this is great. The only problem is you never know how much is in them. So I need to buy myself a little tool that pairs these together. And you stick one in the sun and one in the shade, and you can transfer the fuel from one end to the other.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's an interesting little thing. I need that.
I had no idea.
These are mine.
Mine.
I probably have 7 or 8 of these in the garage. And they're all half full, but if you're going backpacking, you're like, oh, it's not totally full, I can't take this one.
Yeah.
So you end up either getting another one or you're like, you take the bigger one because you're like, I can't run out of fuel.
Yeah.
So I need to get the little transfer.
You got to transfer them up,
One of
man.
these days.
Oh, that's fun.
Cool.
What else did we get in the mailbox? Anything else?
Oh, yeah. What's this, Austin?
Oh, geez. Those look like some snacks that 2 guys are going to enjoy at some point.
They do. This is from Tatakimi.
Yeah. Love that guy.
These are great. And, you know, Matt Fitz is going to be on the show next week. Looks like those are going on Matt Fitz's show.
We're gonna crack those open next episode for sure. So that'll be super
I don't
fun.
know. It's like 10 in the morning, man.
I know.
don't know if I can do it.
It's a little early for squid arms for sure. So
Maybe for evening.
yeah, that's an evening snack. Yeah, finish the night. And then do we have comments to read?
We do have some comments.
Yeah, let's read some comments. These are going to be new to me. I'm excited.
Let's see what we got. This is coming from the Jeremy Sires episode. Sorry, Jeremy, you're wrong. Best duo on Blade HQ YouTube was Ben and Austin with Jamie producing. The
Let's
Dream Team.
freaking go.
That's pretty cool. So glad Knafs at Nice. Wow. Knafs at Nice is yes. So I can get exactly what I was missing. Ben and Zach would be my second choice, though. You know,
Yeah.
it's funny. I think people always want to choose a favorite. I'm not like a favorite person.
No, me neither. Like, you guys were my favorite group. I loved watching you guys. So, yeah.
Yep. Next up.
Yeah, next up we've got Unify or Unfi6798. We follow Jeremy. We like him. We like his whiskers more. Cheers from Australia.
Whiskies.
Oh, whiskies. Excuse
But he also
me.
has good
I was
whiskers.
thinking beard. That's why I went straight to whiskers for sure.
We like you, but we like your whiskey more.
That's fine. I like his whiskers more than his whiskey, I would say.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Next, Stu 411. I've been a huge fan and friend of Jeremy and grabbed one of these new knives. Can't wait to have it in the collection. And
Cool.
if you're not familiar with the Jeremy Sires knife, I think we have a few left, but they are
Handful remaining.
on their way out.
Yeah, they're moving pretty
I don't
good.
anticipate they will be around for much longer.
Yep.
We might do another run. I don't know. No plans at the moment.
Hard to say. GSLH2NX. One of the things I love about this channel and this brand is that you strive to keep it clean. Thank you for that. The other thing, Ben, and maybe there's something else going on here, but all of your collabs are being done with the biggest folder you have. I like having a bigger knife. The other models don't interest me at all. Keep the collabs up because they are some of the coolest designs out there.
That's cool.
So yeah,
Kind
just
words.
a note about it being a Lander too, which I think is great.
Kind words. This is from Priority 2. Once micarta is sanded and polished, you can go back to the original raw finish by sandblasting.
Oh.
I use either fine grit aluminum oxide or crushed auto glass. So if I wanted to unsand these,
Dang.
I've never done that.
Yeah.
I wonder how much material it takes off.
I would wonder that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
Can I read the next one from Khaki Campbell
Hit it.
6640?
Hit it.
Ostentatious.
Let's freaking go, Khaki Campbell.
I love that.
Let's go. I had a friend's dad that used to call me ostentatious
Cool.
growing up, so
That's
that
awesome.
always reminds me of
I always got called Benjamin.
Benjamin. Heck
Yeah.
yeah, dude. And now Denjamin every once in a
Benjamin,
while.
that's true too.
A shacklet, something like that. This is awesome. Please make a blacked out clip point Lander 2 product request.
I like it.
Love
and last from TKL2114. I don't know if that's TKL9.
I
probably not.
wonder, yeah.
For once, I'm happy to crush someone's hopes and dreams. I have every box from every Knafs, Buck Benjamin, Kaiser Case, Civivi knife I've ever bought. It's a knife gun OCD thing for me.
I get it.
We make boxes that are ready to be recycled.
Throw 'em
but
out,
if you
baby.
need to save them, you do you.
Yep, that's fine.
All right.
Okay.
Should we blast through the rest of these, Austin?
Let's hit it.
I
Back
have
to camp.
so enjoyed like this. I don't know if you're enjoying
Oh,
it,
it's
but I
been
think
great.
it's really interesting
I
stuff.
love seeing people's knives, man.
Okay, we ended up on the Gerber, and
Yes.
we're on to more Gerber. Took a lot of those.
Hey.
Okay, we're leaving scout camp.
Hey.
I see a guy flipping a Bowie.
Yeah.
They're having like an alumni weekend or something, and
Okay.
I'm like, Yes, you, sir.
Wow.
He said he bought it at a gas station on his way to camp.
It looks like it. I hate to say it, but it does look
It's
like
great.
it.
It was
Yeah.
just great. That was the only belly I saw there.
Interesting. Good, probably.
Probably good.
Probably good.
Probably good.
Yep.
The last one.
Let's go.
So scout camp's funny. We ended up picking like a straggling camp counselor that needed a ride home.
Okay.
We had a seat. She jumped in with us. She rode home with us.
Cool.
And we're in the parking lot of a Little Caesars. I'm like, what knife's in your pocket? She pulls out a griptilian.
Dang.
She's like, I stole this from somebody. They don't know it's gone.
Oh.
And I'm like,
Ouch.
dang, girl.
That's-
She stole, well, she didn't steal. Somebody gave it to her.
Yeah.
An S30V griptilian. Mine's only 154 CM.
Okay, so a newer one slightly.
Yeah, and I thought this was interesting. She has a deep carry clip on it.
Yep.
So she either swapped it or that's what they come with now.
They might. I've noticed that
Wouldn't
Benchmade
surprise
puts that
me.
on a lot of knives these days.
This is one of the first knives I bought at Blade HQ.
Yes. Yep.
And
That's
it's
another one of
still
history
a
of
great
Ben.
little knife.
Yeah.
This one actually, from scout camps past, has ferro rod marks on the spine.
I could actually see that as we were
Yeah.
sitting here. I was like, oh, there's a little bit of chipping there.
Yeah, that's from using a ferro rod and
Yeah.
throwing sparks.
Starting some fires.
Use your stuff.
Very cool.
That was the end of scout camp number 1. Scout camp number 2, should we fly through these?
Let's hit
Ready?
them quick.
Cutco.
Wow. I didn't know they made folders.
I didn't either.
Cool.
Interesting.
That's a fun
backlock. These guys did a bunch of fishing. It was fun to hang. Another
No
drifter.
way.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, cool. That one's less used.
By the end of camp, he had just wrecked the edge on this one. He was using the edge on a ferro rod.
Oh.
I said that hurts, but carry
Yeah,
on.
Reverse that.
Okay,
Okay, it was
this
shiny at this point.
super shiny. This
Yeah.
was beginning of camp.
Yep.
Yeah,
way.
yeah. So this is the group that I've spent more time with, probably
Okay.
about 3 years. So one of these boys had a lander remote, a Blem lander remote,
Oh,
no
cool.
less.
Probably a sidewalk sale guy.
Yep, he
Cool.
came to our sidewalk sale, got one of Keith's, what are we calling
I think
those?
you should call them
Racing
checkered.
stripes? Checkered?
Yeah, just
Yep.
checkered.
This is the lake we were staying at. Had to
Cool.
get snap a picture.
Beautiful.
A Bear Grylls.
Yes.
This is kind of fun.
That's-
This is from one of the leaders.
Yeah. Classic Walmart knife. Not in a bad way. That's
Yeah.
just like where you see
So
them.
interesting about this one, Gerber makes this one, obviously.
Yep.
It looks like an 06 Auto. I hadn't
Kinda
thought
does,
about it until I
doesn't
had
it?
it in hand. I'm like, dang, it looks like an 06 Auto. And
It does.
it kind of looks like a Benchmade, is it the Claymore?
Oh, I'm less familiar with that one, but I can
I think
kind of
that's
see
the
it.
injection molded, kind of like a Damas style shape.
Okay.
It's got that, but I think they all came from this. Well, the two from Gerber both came from Jeff Freeman, if
Cool.
I'm not mistaken. I think he did a lot of work on the Gerber series, and he designed the 06 Auto.
That makes
So
sense.
you kind of see these themes that kind of weave in knives and things. So this is almost like an 06 Auto like light.
Yeah.
This is a
Whoa.
Kershaw,
Yeah, I recognize that.
little spring assisted Kershaw. Don't remember what knife it's called. Actually, don't know the name.
Cool.
This one I thought was kind of interesting and fun. Little backlock. Fancy boy.
Ornate, yeah.
Ornate.
Yeah.
Yep. This was a video. We'll let it play for a minute. This was hail while it was sunny.
Yeah. Cool.
The joys of getting
Oh,
outside.
that's a fun experience for
Fun
sure.
experience. Little sunrise there. Okay.
Yeah.
So this part I think is really fun.
Cool.
Again, this is the group I've spent more time with, so
Yep.
they've had time to proliferate my designs and their stuff.
Indeed.
The Baby Banter, what do we call this?
It's
the
red and
Bulls
ivory.
edition.
Yeah,
The red and ivory.
red and ivory.
Two of the guys had these. One was a leader, one was a boy.
Love that.
Can you guess which one is the leaders?
I'm gonna guess the one on the right.
Actually, no.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I was guessing for more use.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
on the one on the right, the boy had like dropped it in the dirt.
Yeah.
Just like rocking and rolling.
Cool.
So it's super
Very cool.
fun there.
Great one.
Another
Oh,
Kershaw.
yeah,
this is
there we go.
a vintage Kershaw.
Yeah,
This is
that's
my
more
card.
traditional looking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
that's
that
cool.
was really fun.
Oh, I love that.
And then again, this group,
Send it.
Sendy.
Yep.
However, if we open this one up, oh nope, he previously switched the blades on it.
Right.
I think at this point he'd switched them back.
Got it.
But you can see that the pivot is on the wrong side.
It sure is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's funny.
Which is kind of fun. Actually, do you know what? He had switched them. This is a prototype.
Oh.
This one, hang on, hold please. Hold please. No, I don't know.
I don't. This
Forget
is the wrong
it. I
side
don't
for the pivot, for sure.
It's the wrong side for
yeah,
the
yeah,
pivot.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Anyway, that is the end of Scout Camp.
right.
Holy smokes,
All
we
right.
have had fun.
We've been counting.
The only other two things that we have left to do here, Austin, we talked a little bit about clam packs. The Baby Banter is in Walmart, the black edition.
Super cool.
When we talked about this a few months ago, I promised that I would run around in the shopping cart. I'm just going to put a pitch in for this knife. Shouldn't this be in Walmart?
Boy, especially the selection of varieties you've got, it feels like it's a home run.
Shouldn't the baby banter be in Walmart? Think about it.
should.
Think about it, Savvy. Think about it, Walmart buyers.
I'm gonna let you guys think about that.
Seems like a good idea to get this baby banter in there.
Let's do it.
I would skip and dance through a Walmart parking lot and aisle. Guys, the Baby Banter and the Yonder are both available at Walmart now. I promised I would do a jig. I promised I would skip through the aisles. I keep my promises.
True.
Go check out the Baby Banter. Go check out the Yonder at your local Walmart where you can pick them up. Let's go.
Wait.
Should be fun. Additionally, I went to Yellowstone this summer and ended up in a gift shop, and these things don't happen very often, but if you notice, Athena found this Yellowstone National Park bad boy knife.
Let's freaking go. No.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I'm honored.
It's happening.
Oh, I'm honored.
It is yours.
I'm honored. Thank
You have a genuine Yellowstone scout camp, summer camp knife for your collection.
It is one of the best knives I own already, so thank you.
How could that bad boy not
This
be
bad
the
boy
best?
is one of the best I've ever seen around, so thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's
I
very
was going to give
thoughtful.
it to you if you said bad boy on the show, and you might have, and I forgot.
There's a chance.
The last thing, we have a sale. We have a war, we have a sale.
Definitely a
we
war.
have some assets.
Definitely
Guys,
a
you'll
war.
notice I've been wearing a potato for the entire show. It's
Indeed.
covering up a logo for a company that we are at war with. I'm not even going to say their name
Never
on
heard of
camera, but here's what's happening. We have an excess of these potato stickers. Limited edition, they're going to be on the website. We've got 15 of them. They're $5 each. As well, you can buy a potato cling.
A cling.
Yes, so we're going to be selling these to fund our war with an unnamed company.
Yeah.
So these will be on the website. If you'd like to participate and help us, wars are not cheap,
Yeah.
you know?
You're getting an actual Knafs decoration with one of
You
these
are.
clings. It was literally hung on our
I
store
don't think
for
this is a good
minute,
idea to
so.
spend your money this way, but if you like a good practical joke, we are selling these. This was what they put on our storefront,
Yep.
and we are going to throw it back at them.
Coming back at him.
But we're going to involve you all first.
We need some help.
We need some
We need
funds.
some help. Yep.
Anyway, guys, we appreciate you watching. This was a long one.
Yeah,
Holy smokes. It's
super
probably
fun.
into the 50 minutes range.
Close to an hour.
Not our usual,
Yeah.
but I hope it was interesting. I hope it was fun. And we appreciate you guys. We'll have another video coming out for you next week when our friend Fitz will be eating this deliciousness.
We'll see you then.
Let's go.